The only thing anyone wants to do at the end of their workday is go home alive and safe back to their family. And unfortunately, Andy Lansing did not get to do that on Christmas Day. Inmate Cannon, who did this, is just pure evil.
DRC Director Annette Chambers-Smith sharing more gruesome details about the vicious attack that killed Officer Andrew Lansing. Chambers-Smith says Lansing was alone in a guard shack early Christmas morning when Rashawn Cannon attacked him. That shack is in the middle of the prison yard where guards can take shelter from bad weather or take notes. Chambers-Smith says those doors are never locked.
Normally, there would be movement going to the chow hall at this time of day. So for example, Cannon's unit was released to go to the dining hall, which is why he was on the yard. He veered away from going to the dining hall and instead went to where Officer Lansing was working and attacked him brutally.
Chambers-Smith says Cannon did not have a weapon, but according to the incident report from the Ross County Sheriff's Office, it says Cannon had a, quote, personal weapon, but it doesn't specify what. We also got a copy of the 20-page incident report from the Ohio State Highway Patrol, the agency taking over the investigation. I also told you about a complaint that Lansing filed against Cannon in April. The director says there were 3 charges on it: disrespect, threats, and disobedience from a direct order. Chambers-Smith says her team is still working to figure out if this was a targeted attack.
We are pulling together the entire history of Cannon's conduct reports for this incarceration.
Chambers-Smith admits staffing is a problem nationally, but not for the state of Ohio. She says vacancies across the state have decreased since COVID and that empty slots statewide only take up 8%. When it comes to Ross Correctional, she says the vacancy rate at Ross Correctional is 11%. But as of now, there are 19 new employee start dates to be completed by the end of January 2025.
This idea that there's just no staffing in the prisons it's not true.
This brutal killing is now prompting the Ohio Civil Service Union to send a letter to Governor DeWine demanding Chambers-Smith and the warden be put on administrative leave until the investigation is over. The union claims that the department isn't handling statewide staffing shortages, the need for better pay, or monitoring of drug use and violence.
I do think there's a handle on staffing and pay. We did a mid-contract pay increase, which is unheard of. We take this very seriously, and quite frankly, this department has one of the most extensive drone detection systems in the country.